John Redcorn's voice actor has been murdered, which is insane, dude. Voice actors just be getting popped out there, dude. This is Count Dankula 2, Electric Boogaloo, his channel. I think he does politics and stuff on this channel. I don't usually watch what he does on this, but I saw this, and I like Count Dankula enough to where I think this is going to be an entertaining breakdown of a man losing his life, which is... I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, let's get into Count Dankula's telling me about some dude dying. This is gonna be insane. This is actually wild.
Of the Hill actor who voiced John Redcorn dies in shooting at 59. So basically, John Redcorn got in an argument with his neighbour, and his neighbour just killed him. Yeah, I think the neighbor...
It's fucked, dude. Could you imagine being like, hey, bro, your grass is looking kind of fucking grassy. I need you to bam, 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 bam. And then we just don't get more John Redcorn and King of the Hill. His neighbor fucking sucks, dude. His neighbor is a goon monster, and this guy needs to stay in jail forever. He needs to be buried under the jail for getting rid of John Redcorn. My King of the Hill fans out there, dude, how do we feel about this?
Has been charged though. Jonathan Joss, an actor in King of the Hill who voiced John Redcorn, died in a shooting on Sunday. San Antonio police confirmed to Variety he was 59. San Antonio officers were dispatched to a shooting in progress at a home on Sunday night around 7 p.m. When they arrived at the scene, they found Joss near the road after he was shot multiple times. The officers attempted life-saving measures until medics arrived, but Joss was pronounced dead at the scene. The shooter...
Dear God, bro. Holy shit, dude. Try not to make... Dude, this is fucked. This is actually kind of fucked. But I wonder if everybody in the town that King of Hills filmed in found out that John Redcorn was fucking their wives, bro. Is this why? Is this what happened? Now, I know that's a joke, and it's very mean considering he just died, but I'm gonna fucking think it's funny. Go fuck yourself, dude. Go fuck yourself. It's funny.
Fled in a vehicle but was detained by officers a block away and booked for murder. The investigation is still ongoing. TMZ, which broke the news, reported that Joss was shot by a neighbour after a disagreement. In a statement on Joss's Facebook page, the actor's husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzalez.
Bro, come on. Dude, he's gay. It's fine, dude. People can be gay, dude. Stop letting it attack you, bro. Come on, dude. We all know who actually killed John Redcorn, though. We know who killed him. I got it right here, bro. No. I don't want to put the actual actor's face up on screen, dude. We know who did it. I've done the investigation for you. It was Dale. It was Dale. Dale killed John Redcorn. He found out, bro. It has been Dale. We know, like, oh my God, dude. You know what happened, dude. You know what happened. We know what's going on, dude. Look at this face, dude. Look at this face. You don't think this is the kill John Redcorn face? This is definitely what happened. I think we need to call the FBI. The FBI needs to get involved, and we need to get this man arrested. This face right here is the man who killed John Redcorn, and we need to make this public. Now, all jokes aside, this is sad, and I do feel really bad for this dude and his family. But come the fuck on. I'm not the serious fucking allegation guy. I'm gonna make my jokes.
Alleged that he and Joss were targets of homophobic harassment and that their house burned down after 2 years of threats from people in the area who repeatedly...
By the way, don't condone this, dude. If you fucking don't like gay people and you're like, I'm gonna burn down a house, you should not do that, and you should just stop hating gay people. That is, dude, if fucking grown adults want to do what grown adults want to do, dude, leave them the fuck alone, dude. It has no effect on your life. What, you just see people holding hands, you're like, gay people. Nah, fuck you, dude. You're a little pussy.
Told us they would set it on fire. De Gonzalez wrote that Joss was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other. My husband Jonathan Joss and I were involved in a shooting while checking the mail at the site of our former home.
Holy shit, dude. All my jokes were like, are like still good, dude. I don't give a fuck what you say. My jokes are so fucking based. Anyways, but I still think it's still pretty fucked up that they killed this guy because he was gay, dude. I don't like that. I don't like it. I think it's fucking awful, and this is stupid.
home was burned down after 2 years of threats from people in the area who repeatedly told us they would set it on fire. We reported these threats to law enforcement multiple times and nothing was done, De Gonzalez wrote. Throughout that time, we were harassed regularly by individuals who made it clear they did not accept our relationship. Much of the harassment was openly homophobic. When we returned to the site to check our mail, we discovered the skull of one of our dogs and its harness placed in...
Holy shit, dude. These guys were like getting like fucked over, dude. These guys were getting fucking we're getting like fucking like just gooned on, bro. This is the type of harassment that is just like too fucking, well, obviously it led to his death. That's not harassment anymore. These are actual threats. These are disgusting. This is fucking awful, dude. This is fucking awful. And I just don't like it, dude. I don't like this at all.
In clear view. Holy shit, right, this is getting dark. This caused both of us severe emotional distress. The skull, did they kidnap the dog and kill it, or did they dig it up? This is important. I want to know this. We began yelling and crying in response to the pain of what we saw. While we were doing this, a man approached us. He started yelling violent homophobic slurs at us. He then raised a gun from his lap and fired. Jonathan and I had no weapon.
By the way, there are people like this that exist in the real world, dude. There's some like absolute fucking weirdo old people, dude. Now, not old people fucking suck, but a lot of them do, right? And this is something I dressed as like Prince for Halloween one time. I was like 18, 19, I dressed as Prince, right? I had like the fucking frilly outfit, dude. I was like fucking geared up, bro, because we were doing 80s singers was the theme for a party I was going to, right? And I remember this like goofball neighbor that I had like came out in the middle of the street and was gonna fight me, and I was about to knock his house out. I was about to hit him with that purple rain, bro. I was about to hit him with that purple rain and just drop his ass instantaneously, dude. And I was dude, the only thing you were gonna hear was when doves cry, motherfucker. And because he was like calling me like all sorts of slurs and stuff. I'm like, fuck you, dude, I'll beat the shit out of you, because I'm like not like scared of some fucking old dude. And my sister like ran out and got in between us. They're like, stop, and you need to go back to your house. And like she diffused, but I was ready to knock that old motherfucker out, dude. So like absolutely there are goonbags like this, and I don't support people like this. They fucking suck, dude. You need to like stop being a little douchebag in real life.
We were not threatening anyone. We were grieving. We were standing side by side. When the man fired, Jonathan pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. The San Antonio Police Department is investigating Joss's murder, but said in a statement that currently there is no evidence to indicate Mr. Joss's murder was related to his sexual orientation.
I mean, at the same time, dude, dude, I'm sorry, if you murder somebody, that's a hate crime to begin with, dude. You fucking hated them enough to murder them. So I think they should just slap that shit on there. Why the fuck not slap it on there? I mean, he obviously hated him enough to just shoot him in the middle of the street. So let's bury this guy underneath the fucking prison, bro.
Joss voiced John Redcorn from Season 2 through Season 13 of King of the Hill, and already recorded lines for the upcoming revival of the popular animated series. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I'm worried that they're going to bugger it up, because I liked... Oh, I'll go into the end while...
Dude, I really like King of the Hill. I don't know if the new season's going to be any good. I did watch the Beavis and Butthead movie that came out a few years ago, and that shit was fucking hilarious. And I have a lot of faith in the dude who makes Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. I think he's just an incredibly talented creator. I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time he created, which is Idiocracy, so I think it's just going to be good. I need to watch it.
Liked King of the Hill. He'll be seen in episode 2 of the show's upcoming season 14, and possibly more episodes beyond that. Joss took over the role from the original actor Victor Aaron after he died in 1996 in a car accident. Jonathan Joss brought King of the Hill's John Redcorn to life for over a dozen seasons, including in the upcoming revival, said King of the Hill creators Mike Judge, Greg Daniels, and Saladin Patterson.
Mike Judge is fucking amazing, dude. I fucking love Mike Judge, dude. Everything he's made, I think, is awesome.
In a joint statement. His voice will be missed at King of the Hill, and we extend our deepest condolences to Jonathan's friends and family.
Hey, I got some champion in here. Being Prince for Halloween is kind of fried, lol. Love it, though, dude. Real people are kind of... No, absolutely, dude. I was Prince because I like fucking Prince, dude. I like Prince's music, dude. Dude pulled pussy, dude. And when I wore that Prince outfit, dude, so many chicks were trying to have sex with me, dude. There's something about, like, that outfit, bro. I don't know. I'm just like, never meant to cause you in trouble. Never meant to cause you any pain. And then everybody wanted to like slob on my dick, bro. It was fantastic. I didn't know it was gonna work that well, but shit fucking slapped some clitoris, if you know what I mean, bro. But yeah, this is fucking wild.
Joss was most recently seen in public on Friday during a King of the Hill reunion.
Dude, yeah, dude, absolutely. I have some Miscreant in chat, dude. Miscreant in chat's literally saying, like, me and my friends were talking about this the other day with what happened to the actor that voiced Redcorn and just how some people are straight up evil. This is 100% true. Like, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. I don't care about, like, there's a difference between, like, having, like, an opinion on, like, the crazy LGBT activism and shit where you can be like, yeah, dude, a lot of this shit's cringe and shit. But that doesn't mean that you should, like, actively hate gay people, dude. You can love gay people, say that it's cool, be gay, do your fucking thing, dude. I'm not gonna like take that shit away from you. Be as gay as you want to be. I'm cool with that. And like also not condoning like all the activist rhetoric. I think you can have a difference in the two. And I think that also like I hate these people that are like, oh, anytime they hear like shit like this, they're like, oh, it's probably a psyop or something. Nah, shut the fuck up, dude. There's evil people out there. Just condemn those evil people. And this is a problem that a lot of these political guys are gonna have with this. It's the same shit that Hassan Piker had problems with when there was that fucking shooter guy that he read his manifesto. Instead of condemning him outright, instead of saying that he was a fucking loser goonbag, what he did was say, well, it's kind of like a psyop. It probably wasn't even that much. He's just a little messed up in the head. And you know, motherfuckers like Nick Fuentes are gonna take this shit and they're like, they're trying to make this about gay people when it is, dude. It is, dude. This is like, just say this guy's a fucking scumbag. It's not that hard to do. Sometimes people are fucking scumbags. I know I'm a little soapboxing right now, but they were fucking absolutely. Mystery in chat says they were harassing the man for years and the cops never did anything. Absolutely. I think that I think there's a problem in today's society where we're not taking a more critical look at this. We're not actually addressing harassment in the correct way because it's like, oh, well, they have an internet following. Oh, they're a celebrity. They should be okay with harassment. No, get the fuck out of here. This is why I stood so strong against the Denims and the Hassans and the Frogans and shit, because this is the type of shit that's getting sent to Ethan right now. It has nothing, for me, it has nothing to do with the Palestinian conflict or whatever. It has everything to do with the condoning of violence and harassment because it's on your same side. And this is the problem. I will never condone acts like this. I might make jokes saying that the guy who killed him was Dale Gribble. I might make jokes and shit about that, but I am not going to stand here and I'm not going to look at you and say that this is like okay, because this is disgusting and fucked up. I mean, him and the person he was with consistently dealt with the neighbors being a horrible person, and every time they called the cops, they never did anything. So it feels like, yeah, it's definitely the law's fault. They should have at least, like, the cops should have at least pushed for a restraining order. They should have said, hey, at this point, we have done everything in our power to do. You need to go down the legal routes of getting a restraining order to say that this man cannot approach you. That should have been they should have given them the resources to deal with this effectively, and it would have never led to this. I think that there is some fault on the police in this situation.
Union. Oh yeah, but sorry, just because I saw it flick up on the recording software there. Lots of people are like, what are these weird still images that I keep seeing flashing up on the screen? Are you trying to MK Ultra us? It's literally just artifacts in the camera. It's a glitch. Just for some reason, it shows this weird distorted single frame at the moment on the screen, and I don't know what the hell's causing it.
Dude, Count Dankula, get yourself a new fucking camera, bud. If this is the shit that's happening, if you're trying to brainwash me to be like cool with Scottish people, I'm not gonna not make fun of Scottish people. I'm not gonna not make fun of everybody. You guys sound like fucking this little fucking little shit. I hope you understood that I was speaking your language. To say quit being a pussy, Count Dankula.
It's just a thing that I've had for a while. It's probably just this computer. Midway through the panel, as producers Judge and Daniels discussed the death of original star and writer Johnny Hardwick, Joss approached an audience microphone unannounced and mentioned Hardwick before expressing displeasure at not being invited on stage. He also told the crowd that he had recently lost his home in San Antonio to a fire. After a few moments, he returned to his seat and the panel resumed. That sounds a little bit awkward. King of the Hill was created by Judge and Daniels in 1997 on Fox. It ran until 2009 and aired more than 250 episodes. More than a decade later, a revival of the show is set to premiere on Hulu on August 4th. It was revealed last week. Joss also had a recurring role in Parks and Recreation as Chief Ken Hotate and appeared in films and shows like
That is kind of awkward. So what the falling out, he just like didn't get invited back, and like what I'm kind of curious with was he like a dickhead to like, so this can be two different things. I feel like they're trying to slander the King of the Hill people right here, but also like they're trying to like make them or put them in an awkward position over this, which I think is fucking dumb. Like maybe they didn't invite him because he's a side character. He was always a side character. He was never one of the main cast. I mean, he was, but he wasn't. So I don't know, dude. I believe they did try to get some type of restraining order, but couldn't due to lack of evidence or something. I mean, that's fucking stupid. I think that restraining orders should be way easier to get.
King, Ray Donovan, True Grit, The Magnificent Seven, and more. Now, obviously, this is absolute scumbaggery. Like, it's an absolute shame that some guy just came up and just fucking popped him for, like, literally no reason, especially after they'd also set their fucking house on fire. That's absolutely...
Like, I mean, the fact that they set the house on fire should have been grounds for, like, they should have said, we think it's our neighbor, we are scared for our safety, we want a restraining order against him. And they're like, do we have the evidence to prove it's him? They're like, they shouldn't even have to ask that. They should just give him the restraining order. Like, give him the restraining order. Fuck that dude. He's already said fucked up things. Like, you're done. Like, it's like, fuck you, dude. You're done.
Disgusting. Right, it's absolutely terrible, and I hope the guy gets put away forever. But, I'm very, very happy King of the Hill's back, but it's coming back in, like, 2025. I understand the woke's getting put away, but a lot of old things are being revived just to get these stupid little fucking liberals ruining it. I know that Mike Judge is still in charge, right? I know he's still in charge, and that might be the one little feather in the cap that might make me still watch the show, right? Because I fucking loved King of the Hill. I loved King of the Hill.
I do too, dude. Me and my wife watched a ton of King of the Hill when we first got together, dude. I fucking love King of the Hill, and I do want to see it. Like, this sucks that one of the big the things before we actually, like, one of the big, like, media things that happens to like talk about King of the Hill is this guy dying, which is super tragic and super sad, but I hope it's good, dude. I really do hope it's good.
It's just
maybe if you guys have already seen it, let me know. I think the first episodes are already out or are coming out soon, so let me know in the chat if you've seen it yet, if it's any good.
Comedy is extremely clever, but the show itself is so basic. I don't mean basic in like a bad way. Like, see how The Simpsons is like, Homer accidentally gets abducted by aliens. Oh no, Lisa accidentally became the president of the United States. Like, there's some crazy storylines like that because The Simpsons should have ended a long time ago, and they are scraping the bottom of the fucking barrel. Whereas King of the Hill, there's an entire episode dedicated to just Hank trying to figure out who has been putting their trash in his bin. Right? That's like the basic storylines you get on King of the Hill, and it's still extremely funny.
Okay, here we go. We got, dude, the guy in chat knows a lot about this. They said they were pretty sure they left something going that caused the fire, which made it harder to pin it against the people that actually burnt it down. Later after, or burn it down later after that had happened. Okay, so like, but still, if they're getting that much harassment, I'm saying that the bar should be lowered for how to get a restraining order. I really do.
I fucking love King of the Hill. Right, it is an amazing show, and I've got the Blu-rays in there of all the episodes of King of the Hill. I fucking love it. Right, but I'm very, very glad it's back, but I'm not gonna celebrate just yet. I'm gonna watch the show first and see how good it is.
Yeah, no, I think it's fair. I think that's what a lot of people do is, there's a problem that too with like society and stuff now where it's like, oh, well, we have to like it because the internet's telling us to, or we have to watch the next thing because we're gonna like own the chuds or something like that. Or like, I want to own the liberals, so I'm gonna like this movie, this fucking dog shit. I hate when people do that. Just watch it, just make your own opinion, and actually do a breakdown. I mean, I do think that there is something to be said about that. But yeah, no, that situation is wild. I think that we need to make restraining orders way easier to obtain. I really do. I mean, if you don't want to fucking deal with somebody and they're constantly harassing you, you should be able to get a restraining order on them. It shouldn't be that hard, dude. Like, come the fuck on, dude. Yeah, like, get out of here. Like, come on. Like, I don't know, dude. It's just, for me, it's such a simple thing. I hope King of the Hill's new season's good, and Basically, there was 2 fires, and the first time they thought they caused it due to leaving an unattended fire because the electricity had been cut, so they had to burn a barrel or something. Okay, so that's weird. There's a lot of information that I'm getting fed right now about this whole situation. I don't know if at the end of the day I'm the best to cover it. I do know that this is fucking wild, and thoughts and stuff go out to the family, bro. That's mad sad, and I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry that fucking neighbor was an absolute goonbag. I hate that sometimes people will like condone shit like this or like try to downplay it or whatever. It's fucking. I mean, obviously, if the person's being a fucking goonbag and they're like just like trying to get like the time in the sun, like and it sucks too because like there's people like Jesse Smollett and shit like that who try to do this shit for attention, and then when you look at like you're trying to look at these situations, they're like, are they doing this for media attention? Or are they doing this because they're really in trouble? And it's people like Jesse Smollett and shit that when they do that, they make it so much harder for people who are actually dealing with harassment like this actor to get the shit that they need to get done. It makes it harder for everyone involved to have the right things be done, dude. It's so fucking shit. But anyways, guys, I got one more chat here. Their electricity was running from a different block as well, and they tried to get it back on, and they had problems with the city, and they were staying at a hotel at the time. Oh, okay. I mean, that's good information to have. I again, dude, it's the fire thing to me is a minuscule thing. It's still like I think that they should have been able to get the restraining order when he was like coming over from his house and just calling them fucking slurs and shit. They should have been like, hey, our neighbor's harassing us, can we get a restraining order, at least a no contact order where he's not allowed to talk to us. We should at least get that on the books so that we have something to where if he escalates we can move to different situations. But that's all I got on that one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. And absolutely, guys, that's all I got. I gotta go to work, so I have to Dipski McClitsky. I really appreciate everybody in chat. Yeah, dude, it is pretty crazy how long that it all went on and completely ignored. I absolutely agree. I think that they should have been on this way earlier. I think they should have put a no contact order in, and then if it escalated after that, got a restraining order, and then they could like heighten the extra restraining order to the point where the dude would have to sell his house. Like, get it to that point where it's like, dude, you fucking won't leave these guys alone. Like, what else are we supposed to do? You're out of restraining order. You gotta move. Sorry, put your house on the market. Fucking move, dude. You fucking are a scumbag. Like, at a certain point, dude, it goes too far. But be safe, have a good day, and don't stress at work. Oh, I don't stress at work ever, dude. I have fun. I once I shut this camera off, I'm done for the day. Thank you guys so much, and I'm out of here.